Okay, I just got to the grocery store. Oma is babysitting Dash and Harley this afternoon, so I could get here by myself, which will go a lot faster than if I drag kids along. I remembered my reusable bags. Here in New York, you have to bring your own bags. I often forget to do that, even though it's been a couple years. I don't know. I just always forget to bring my own bags. I remembered today. Woohoo! All right, come shop with me. Yes, I'm back at Wegmans. I know it's expensive, but I don't have time to go to 3 different stores to save money for what I need. Time is money. I always slip in the secret side door and start in the back of the store. And yes, I definitely get looks from the employee going in their door. First stop, dog food. Don't even come at me for buying store brand dog food. We spent forever finding a brand of dog food that Miracle did not have a bad reaction to. My grocery list is separated into sections of the store, which helps me streamline my shopping. I only needed a few things from the end aisle because I just placed a big order on Amazon for things. The oatmeal is for the chickens. Dash loves his Pop-Tarts, and Jordan is really into these organic fruit twists. A lot of my kids like to pack these granola bars for their snack at school. Rice Krispies are back in stock. I was so excited. The kids are getting back into a cereal phase, so I grabbed a few boxes of those for the week. Baking supplies. My kids love these boxed muffin mixes, and I got some green Jell-O for our St. Patrick's Day waffle bar this weekend, and green food coloring, and more salt since we used it all making Play-Doh last week. Yes, I make my own spaghetti sauce, but I love these big bottles of Prego, and then a few of these smaller bottles of marinara for the kids, in case they want a singular bowl of pasta or dipping sauce for mozz sticks. Can I just tell you how happy I am that Black Cherry White Claw is back in stock? Yes, please. You know what? I'm gonna grab 2 of those. Thank you very much. The kids like to grab these applesauce pouches and fruit cups for their daily snack at school. And we go through more ranch and ketchup in a week than I can even describe. I am making chicken pot pies this week, so I needed a bunch of canned veggies. For the pot pies, I used canned carrots, canned peas, and canned corn. Thankfully, they were all in stock. I grabbed 3 cans of each. Of course, an end cap had these Lucky Charms cupcake mix. How could I pass that up? I got some brownie mix, and I'm making homemade bread bowls for soup night, so I needed bread flour. I got these cute little mini taco bowls for shrimp tacos on Tuesday. And my 5-year-old Bodhi, who has autism, is really fixated on Chips Ahoy right now, but only the blue Chips Ahoy and animal crackers. And that filled up cart 1. Starting cart 2. Okay, all the Easter stuff is out, but I can't think about that until St. Patrick's Day is over. I went down the cracker aisle for goldfish and some snacks. Pretzels and pretzel sticks so we can make shamrock pretzels. Someone asked me where I find the queso, and it is in the chip aisle. Everyone in my family loves Tostitos, and Nana and I love the lime ones. Anything green right now, I'm buying for St. Patrick's Day. My kids love popcorn, and James loves Pringles. And who doesn't love M&Ms? Bree is obsessed with Little Bites. She brings 2 of them a day for snack at school. Josh and I have been drinking these Frappuccinos in the afternoon instead of making another pot of coffee. I did grab Dunkin' for our morning coffee. Got the Capri Sun for a week. We go through 1 box a day. And then I headed up front and left cart 2 up with cart 1 near the manager stand. But there's still more. Cart 3. Headed for the bottled water aisle. Yes, I get a lot of hate for buying bottled water. I buy so many reusable waters, and my kids lose them. Zoe likes the Fiji. Alex likes the ice. I always buy regular bottled water and mini bottled water. And Nana, James, and I love the sparkling water. I usually get the cherry vanilla for myself, and James likes anything with lime. I got 6 dozen eggs because our 9 chickens don't quite lay enough for our family of 12. I also like a little coffee with my creamer every day. 3 gallons of milk, 3 containers of chocolate almond milk, and 3 containers of vanilla almond milk. Several of my kids love these Yo Crunch M&M yogurts. Alex loves his peach yogurt, so I get 7 of those a week. And I always grab a variety pack of yogurts for the rest of the kids and our daily fruit smoothies. Pie crust for our pot pies on Thursday. And Zoe loves her pizza Lunchables, so I grabbed some of those. I always make sure we have hot dogs just for an off night where I need a last minute meal. I got ham for Alex's sandwiches every day. And the shrimp for shrimp tacos. I love these salami, so I can make salami rows for our daily charcuterie board. Josh wanted some deli bologna, but I hate talking to people, so I went over to the prepackaged stuff, hoping that there was going to be bologna, so that I didn't have to talk to someone. And score. Another day I don't have to talk to anyone. I got 2 rotisserie chickens. That finished up our meats for the week. I ran back to the dairy section to grab the shredded cheese and sour cream, and left cart 3 up front with the first 2 carts. Grab the bottled water. I think I can fit the rest in the 4th cart. I'm pretty spoiled at Wegmans because they took my first 3 carts and started scanning them while I got my 4th cart. My last cart is always full of produce. I am so picky when it comes to produce. It's the main reason I don't do online delivery. I literally check over the entire bag to make sure I'm not buying rotten grapes. There is nothing worse than spending money on rotten produce. And I pretty much do the same thing for everything I buy. I just realized that they rearranged the apples and the tomato section in this store, and I don't know how I feel about that. They haven't had many tomatoes in stock lately, so this was a surprise. I did check over the containers though, because look at rotten tomato. I finally found a couple of good ones. Ran over to the orange section. And got Zoe her kiwi. We go through no less than 10 apples a day. I always buy a variety of apples and I keep them on our kitchen counter in bowls. A lot of my kids love the green apples. I'm partial to the Cortlands, and Josh loves Red Delicious. We go through probably 10 bananas a day as well. I'm not even lying. We had an argument over the last banana last night, so I stocked up today. Then over to the bread section. I always get 2 packages of Hawaiian rolls, 2 dozen bagels, and we go through a loaf of bread a day, so I'll get about 4 loaves. And then I remembered we were out of melatonin. That's not good. And last is the freezer section. My kids love these frozen berries to make smoothies with. And I almost always keep popsicles in the freezer, and we're all out again. So thankful by the time I got to checkout, they had already rung through half of my order. From there, they leave my carts outside the side door, and I go get my van. And drive up, and they actually help me load the groceries in my van. Now you see why I love Wegmans. Every week, these groceries cover every part of my 15-passenger van. As you can see, every spot in the van is filled with groceries. I do this every week. Also, I look like I just, went and worked out because pretty much like an hour workout for me. Yeah, every single week I'll probably end up at the store at least once. I know I'll have to come back midweek. I come back for fruit, bread, milk, creamer, eggs, stuff like that. And this week I'm gonna have to grab French bread, baguettes, because we're gonna make French bread pizza on Friday. Grabbed a sparkling water. No, this is not alcohol. Don't judge me. Sparkling water for the way home. I always have a sparkling water in the afternoon. I normally grocery shop in the morning, but I did not this week. I went in the afternoon, and now I remember why I go in the morning. It was way too crazy. Way too many people. It took twice as long if I had gone at 6 a.m. like I normally do, and there's nobody there. However, I'm so thankful that the manager opened up the lane and cashed me out, because that saves me a ton of time. I don't have to stand in line. And she had 2 carts already scanned when I came up with the 4th cart. It ended up being 5 carts altogether once everything was scanned and put in a cart. I did run out of my reusable bags. So the remainder, if I don't have enough reusable bags here in New York, they put them in paper bags. Or I could have bought more reusable bags, but I have like 1,000 around my house. I just need to collect them all. So they used paper bags for a few bags of the groceries, which is fine. My kids love the paper bags, actually. They use them to make themselves Among Us characters. So they will not go to waste, don't worry. When I get home, the kids will help carry everything in. And Dash and Jason are usually my ones who take everything out of the bags and kind of line it up. I mean, they think they're just having fun and building forts with the groceries, but honestly, they're helping me because they like categorize the groceries out into groups while they build their grocery towers. And from there, I can put everything away. I'll have to repost our pantry tour. So we have 4 refrigerators and a deep freezer, and we took the mud room and we made it into an entire pantry room. So everything has its strategic place that it gets put away. I spend a long time. I spend about an hour or 2 grocery shopping, and I would say I spend about 3 to 4 hours putting it all away. And that's because if it's put away strategically, then meal prep is just streamlined. I'm not wasting my time during the week searching through the fridge or searching through the pantry. Every spare fridge is for a certain type of food, overflow food. Like there's a dairy fridge, there's a meat fridge, there's a produce fridge. So that's how I keep all of that organized. Sorry, my phone kind of like fell while I was. This road is really bumpy. You can see the like old brick road through it. It's so worn out. Thankfully, the rain seems to have stopped at the moment, so we don't have to carry in groceries in the rain, because who wants to do that? I honestly don't usually carry in the groceries. I'm like, I just did all the shopping. I tell my kids, I always say, if you want to eat the food, you're going to carry the food in. That kind of motivates them enough to carry it in for me. Many hands make light work. Even Harley can carry in something, even if it's a bag of chips or a loaf of bread. James is so funny. He immediately goes for the eggs so that one of the little kids doesn't grab the eggs and break them. Which happens. This is a pretty typical receipt for us. Takes up my entire kitchen counter. It was $950.87. But look, I saved $1.40.